Afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. Not feeling too clever this week, but we'll muddle through. Right, so like I think I don't have any paper in the shop, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what we're going to do. Hopefully you can see it, but I will zoom in. I'll give you something. It's just I don't know what you call it. It's just a small box with drawers going above our toilet. Something the wife's asked for. So I thought, well, with that in mind, let's make it a real challenge, and we'll use these old boards yet again. You've seen me do these. You've seen me clean them up. I don't think they need to be put through. I really need to tidy up. Don't just need to put you through that pain of watching mess. There will be some images which will be fast forwarded, and we'll get this to something like, and then start getting to some form of dimension. Oh yeah, I want to see if I can incorporate them at all. Right, I'll let the intro run, and I'll see you when these boards are all tidied up. Okay, well after that, if you noticed before I went after the intro, there was a number of these pieces. I've only done 3, and as you can see, it's patches where I've left the rough sawn on. There and there. I have squared one edge off on the chop saw before I come back to put the video back on. And they've all been dimensioned, whether it's right or wrong at this moment in time, I don't know. So we're going to create a box. Now this box is approximately, let me take a minute. Excuse me, I do apologise for this coughing. Is approximately 24 inches or 610mm, and I've got a feeling it's going to be about 6 inches or 150mm in height. Now I could just, I have seen something similar to this actually on on video. Just let me find a small piece of this wood, just so it's easy to see on the camera. It isn't. Right, let's have a look. I could just butt them up together, but I don't want to do that. It is a project. If you've got the tools, you can do it as a beginner. Just work your way through. There's a lot of us experienced enough to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to miter them, and I'll see you back here. I'm going to miter on the table saw. Now I haven't done it. I don't think I've done this before, and certainly not on the channel. So I'll bring it along, get this mitered, get it cut to length, and obviously the height, and then we can put it together, and then we'll discuss it then. Okay, so that's had a quick sand only on the internal face, and it's having 2 drawers in as per the diagram or picture. So what I've done there is I found the centre of the piece, and I'm going to attach, I've just got an offcut of this, I'm going to attach a piece in the centre. We know it's too long, I'm not bothered about that at this moment in time, but I've got a mark. I've taken the mark from the internal side of the piece, or the ends, which gives me the height. It says it has. Yep. And I'll get that cut on the chop saw. Come along. Okay, I've checked with the boss. First of all, this is a few days later. The cold got a bit of a grip of me. So we're back on this project here. So I've checked with her. That's the right height, or the height is sufficient what she wants it for. So now we've got to do some prep work. Now what I want to do is I want to chamfer or 45 the front face of this. You do see some furniture like that. and I'm going to do that on the table saw. So I'll get this stripped down, set up, run it through the table saw. I'll probably put it on the video. If not, you'll see the outcome anyway. But you can do this with a... have I got one somewhere around? Yes. You can do this with a chamfering bit, like so. This is only a particularly small one, but I want to do a bigger run on that. So I'll get it set up on the saw and get this done. There's a fair bit of sanding to do on this as well. So, okay, let's get on with that. See there, bit of a decorative edge and a little bit of a lip there, so it's not a sharp edge there. I'll get the rest cut. So you've got pencil marks there showing the centre. It's not quite centre of the piece, doesn't matter. You have a location part there on the front of it, and it's angled at a 45-degree angle. You place the top on. Notice nothing's obstructing. And then you get your biscuits. Shove them in, and it helps. It basically helps with alignment. It gives a bit of strength to the mitre, but generally, it's alignment purposes. So I'm going to get these glued in, clamped up, which then we can let it rest overnight and easily finish it tomorrow. But we've got to make a couple of drawers, so I'll crack on with this. Again, it's gone back in alignment. Now, just to make sure that goes as I'm wanting it, I like to put clamps on the corners just to ensure that they stay flush at the front, and there's less work for me to do at the end with cleaning up these joints. So with that done, I'm going to let it set overnight. Got some cleaning up to do. I don't think you want to see. Oh, sorry, wrong way around. You don't want to see that. I've got the glue to clean out. Then we'll looking at putting a divisional piece in, which I'm only going to pin in. Yeah. So I'll bring you back tomorrow when this is all dried. Well, good morning. So this should have all glued up quite nicely now. So let's have a look. Ready for the next time. Right. So what have we got? Well, it isn't perfect. Just take this out. Says. So it isn't perfect. It's not too bad, but it's slightly open there. It just runs off. That one again just runs off again, and that one. But the internal side of it is fine. I'm not overly bothered about this. This is a Scrapwood project. I didn't run these through the planer. These have all been as you saw, belt sanded, so we shouldn't expect miracles. So, got to give this a clean up now, and sand down, and then we can get onto the centre position, which you saw me remove, into there, and get that glued and secured in. Now, my wife has told me that she wants to paint this, so I'm going to pin this down, but I can guarantee she'll change her mind. Anyway, before I put that in, I'm going to get this sanded down, and I'll bring you back once it's all cleaned up. Okay, so a bit closer there. I managed to clean up the edges, as I said, they weren't perfect, but with a bit of sandpaper and a sorry, I'll make sure I get you in the picture there. Bit of sandpaper and using a sharp chisel, sander and hand sander, we've got it down to something like, okay. So, next job, going to be a bit of the messy job this, a bit of hindsight, I put this in first, but I was in that much of a rush to get this glued up last night. So, now I'm going to put a centrepiece in. I'm going to give this a quick sand. Its only purpose is to divide a support in the middle and divide the drawers that are going in. That's that way. That way there, like that. So I've let that soak for a bit. Now I'm going to reapply glue onto it, because as I said before, the glue just soaks into the end grain. And I feel it's a bit of a weakish joint then. Remove that. So, off my hands. So as you can see, you've got that piece there. Now I'm going to have to put it on this way. Unfortunately, I've got no way of letting you see me put this in, but other than what you can make out there. Okay, so you see what I'm trying to do. Put the centrepiece in now. I don't know if that's dead centre yet. Just got to check the markings on the back. Right. You always need a hammer. You never find it when you want it. So. As you can see there, I'm going to centre now. As I said, get your little square, and hopefully you can see that. Let's just get it up there. As you can see that there, if I drop it on the other end like so, we ain't a million miles out. Now that's vertical. We need to have a number of these. So now I want to make sure it's running square across, which hopefully you can, hopefully you can see that. Okay. Doesn't look right to me though, that's the problem. It is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put apply a clamp on the back of that. To get that to close down. For the clamp. And have more screws out. Can't emphasise enough, wipe your wet glue up. Nothing but heartache otherwise. Final check, and we've moved. Yeah, we're running out there now. So that sweat. Gentle persuasion. And there you have it. You can make that it's running square. Right, we'll let that dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare for the drawers. Now I'm going to use what's left of this. You notice I started with a few pieces at the beginning, and I reckon I'll get the drawers out of this. Now I'm going to run these through the planer just to narrow them down. I don't really want to bother resawing because I think my blade needs changing and my bandsaw. So for speed, I'm just going to run these through, make them thinner, probably, I don't know, 3/8, which is what is it? Let me take a measure. 3/8 was just what, 8 mil, and make a set of drawers out of these. Okay, I'll catch you. I'll do some filming of the planing, running it through, and just speed it through. Okay, right, so that's been sanded down to 220, so it's ready now for finish. I'd like to announce or make an apology. I thought the camera was recording while I was doing the drawers, and when I look back on the footage it hadn't, so I apologise for that, and you catch it now midway to being done. There's your two drawers. Just basic construction, as I said to you, and there's the other one, like so. Now, these now need handles, and this now needs staining. She has informed me that she now wants a lighter stain. I have advised my good lady that I only have, what do I have? Like an oak, get it, the new medium oak. You have seen me use this before, but I'm only going to do that on the outer frame and the inside of the drawers. The fronts are just getting oiled, and I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to crack on with it, but I will bring you back when it's finished. So there you have it, a little box, a drawer box. They are running narrow, these boxes. I don't actually know what she's going to use it for. Let's see if I can get that, show that on there. Only small boxes, something simple, nothing fancy about it, and finished off in whatever it's called, oak finish, and I've just waxed it. So I'd like to thank everyone. If you've stuck to the end, I want to thank you. I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed, our new subscribers and people who just keep watching. It's helping us grow massively, and if you think we deserve it, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.